President Donald Trump is named sexiest man alive. Well, basically. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Echo Chamber. My name is Carlton Cole. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to be alerted every time we post a new video. You can also comment, like, and share this video around as it helps us to beat the censors. So I want to take a minute and say thank you to all those that have been very encouraging to me these last couple days. I got a couple of negative reactions to a video I posted that was about 15 minutes long where I talked about my conspiracy theories for the Nashville bombing. Well, apparently this person was surprised by how I talked about my faith. And the comment, it was just one comment, and it doesn't bother me. I just wanted to address it. The comment was, God talk, LOL. Well, yeah, I'm a Christian, I'm a conservative, and this show is my viewpoint. So don't be surprised. If you've watched one of these videos before, you know I'm a Christian, I'm a conservative. And if you're going forward, if you see that I'm talking about God, it is what it is. I am not going to shy away from that just because of some negative comments. Now, moving forward, Donald Trump is named most admired man of 2020. Now, I'd have to agree with that poll. And so Obama was named most admired man for 12 consecutive years. And you might ask yourself, how in the world did that happen? How did Obama get voted 12 years in a row most admired man? Well, I'll tell you. The media are liars. They don't report. They are sensationalists. Sensationalists. They are not interested in telling the truth. They are interested in selling papers, selling magazines, getting people to click. And that's all. And you know that this is true because Trump was lambasted in the media for the kids in cages. Remember the kids in cages? Oh my goodness, the kids in cages. Well, let me just tell you something. Those were Obama-built cages. You never heard anything about this during Obama's administration. It was when Trump used the cages that were already there, and meanwhile stopping human trafficking. There was a reason that those kids were separated. It wasn't to separate families. What it was is to make sure that those were the parents of these kids and that those kids were kept safe. There you go. But all you heard was the kids in cages. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's going to be the same thing with Biden. Don't be surprised if they keep tossing softballs to old Sleepy Joe. He's called Sleepy Joe because the lights might be on, but there's nobody home, as my good friend would say. So, the other part of this article that I found very interesting, which I love, it says evangelist Billy Graham, who died in 2018, has the most top 10 finishes on the list, more than any other man by far, with 61. That is amazing. And, well, this is a Christian conservative show, and Billy Graham is the greatest Christian conservative that I've ever had the privilege to hear. So, you know, congratulations, Trump, but congratulations, Billy Graham, you know? Okay, now we're going to get into some news. I want to let you know that we do have a Facebook page. We're going to be moving to Parler. It might be a slow transition, but that's the goal. We want to get off of Facebook. We might have, you know, I'm going to try and set it up to where, I can link with somebody who shares my same views and take control of the Facebook page so you guys can still have access to the Facebook page. But that page is facebook.com/intheechochamber. Check that out. Make sure you share. Invite your friends. If you like what you are hearing, if you agree with what you're hearing, if you think your friends and your family will, share this page. Share this video. Subscribe. You know the deal. Okay. So, California Supreme Court rules that thousands of sex offenders are eligible for early release. This article sickens me. Now, I don't believe that nobody's irredeemable, right? Everybody has, a second chance. Jesus said, forgive them 7 times 70, right? You're supposed to keep forgiving. And he also says, if you don't forgive, how will I forgive you? I won't. That's what Jesus said. So, but here's the deal. You're stealing the innocence. Jesus also said, Jesus is full of wisdom. I mean, he changed the timeline, right? We got BC, before Christ, and then AD, after death. That's all you need to know. So he said, it is better for you to tie a millstone around your neck and throw yourself into the ocean than for you to cause one of these children to stumble. So, I heard of a case in Texas where a father killed a rapist that was violating his daughter. And this man didn't face charges. And that might be the way to go. Now, I'm not calling for death. I am calling for California to wake up. Wake up and stop allowing your country to go farther and farther away from God. And there's a reason why this United States has been so blessed. It's because we were founded on godly principles. Religious freedom, of course, but founded on Christianity. We've seen crazy, disturbing things like a transgender male in a photo shoot with a 10-year-old boy dressed in drag. We've seen story time with transgender males dressed up as demons reading to children. This is fact. You can look this up. I'm not making this up just to get likes. I'm telling you the truth. Okay? This is despicable. This is despicable. Now, they're trying to clear out the jails. I understand. But, I think that non-violent drug offenders maybe should be released first. I don't know if they're looking into that. I don't know. I just know that this is maybe not the best way to go about clearing those jails up. I think it's despicable. Now, Facebook might censor me, might take this video down. YouTube, maybe the same thing. But I'm going to tell you my opinion. Okay? Facebook, they have very little ground to stand on. They are not on their high horse. We're seeing Facebook might be broken apart, which would be a good thing. And here's another reason why. It says, this article says, Facebook fact checkers funded by Chinese money. Well. So these independent fact checkers are funded by China. Wait a minute. Is that the same China where the Bidens got $5 million in a forgivable loan, aka a gift? What are they getting for that? What is the Chinese government getting for that $5 million? We see that there was a Chinese professor, who says we couldn't get past Trump. He was too much. But now we see that Biden's in office, and the crowd erupts in laughter. And he's like, you know what I mean? you see what we did there? And they're loving it. It's hilarious for them because they're in control. This man is China Joe. We see Eric Swalwell was intercepted by a Chinese spy who blackmailed him because she slept with him and probably did a bunch of weird stuff. Dianne Feinstein, for 20 years, had a Chinese spy. And let them try and fact check this because it is fact. Look it up. All right, I'm getting riled up, but I'm going to read this article. Not the whole thing, but some of it, okay? While Facebook portrays its army of fact checkers as independent, the money behind at least one carries a distinct taint. One such fact checker lead stories is partly paid through a partnership with TikTok, a social media platform run by a Chinese company that owes its allegiance to the Chinese Communist Party. Okay. I'm going to stop right there. TikTok was banned months ago. I remember it happening, and I'm like, wow, what is Trump doing? And then I looked into it. TikTok is owned by that Chinese company. And you see them violating your privacy rights. You also see the Instagram terms of service being updated, and they're pretty insane, where they can just record audio and record video, and they can connect to your computer. They can see your text messages. Look into this, because it is insane. It is not something you want to agree to, even though you probably have agreed to it without even knowing it. So, in practice, experts told NPR the order likely will mean, and this is the order where Trump bans TikTok, the viral video service could no longer receive advertising from American companies, and the app could be removed by Apple and Google stores. For the more than 100 million Americans who have downloaded TikTok, experts say the app may no longer be sent software updates, rendering TikTok unmanageable and eventually non-functional with time. Good job, Mr. President. I agree with you. Why do we want a Chinese company to be owning this app that spies on let's be honest, it's a lot of young people. I mean, I'm 27 and I don't get on TikTok. I think it's silly. But I know, my boss, his daughters, they use TikTok. They're, 12, 13 years old. That is alarming. Okay. So, TikTok, I hope for the sake of national security, it becomes non-functioning. How about we go with that? Okay. And the last bit of news that I want to address is how Mitch McConnell blocked the $2,000 check stimulus bill. It is appalling that this man is still in office, and he waited until he got reelected to finally show his true colors. Well, we got your number, Mitch, and I don't care if we have to vote for a Democrat. This man needs to lose his job. 36 years in office, and every time we talk about term limits with him, he just kind of walks away. He doesn't address that issue because he's a career politician that has built a small fortune on the backs of the Kentucky people who don't know any better. And it's I say ignorance, but it's not willful ignorance. It's just the fact that, people that are, 40, 50 years old, they watch mainstream media because, they're not on the internet as much as young people, and what they do see on the internet, maybe they don't believe, maybe they don't trust because, I don't know what's happening right now, guys. I just know that my God is bigger than all of this, and I hope he's your God too. Make sure you say a prayer to him. Pray for your leaders. We're going to leave it there today. Make sure you subscribe, share this video around, and God bless.